This is Mato. In this video I will show you a game between Sergey Karjakin and Magnus Carlsen. This is a game from Gashimov Memorial 2019. Sergey Karjakin had white pieces and he started with e4. Magnus Carlsen played c5, the Sicilian defense. Knight to f3, knight to c6, d4. C takes on d4, knight takes on d4. Knight to f6, knight to c3, e5, the Sveshnikov variation, then from d to b5. Karjakin tried to improve on Caruana's game from World Championship 2018, game 12. d6, knight to d5, knight takes on d5, e takes on d5, knight to e7, this is what Carlsen played in game 12 against Caruana. c4, knight to g6, queen to a4, bishop to d7, queen to b4, bishop to f5, queen to a4, bishop to d7, queen to b4, bishop to f5, white to move. h4 was played. h5. We are still following the game Caruana Carlsen from 2018, game 12. But now in this position, Caruana played bishop to e3. Karjakin played bishop to g5, attacking the queen. Queen to b8, bishop to e2, a6, kicking the knight back, knight to c3, queen to c7, g3 controlling f4 square, bishop to e7, bishop to e3, e4, making the room for the knight. Karjakin castled kingside. Black to move. Should black castle kingside too? If black castles kingside, then white wins the pawn on h5. Well, Carlsen did castle kingside. Bishop takes on h5 and white is a pawn up. Knight to e5, threatening to win the pawn on c4. Bishop to e2 defending, queen to d7, queen to a4, offering to exchange queens. Queen to c8, a pawn down, Carlsen doesn't want to exchange queens. c5, d takes on c5, knight takes on e4. c4, black is threatening to chop the knight. Knight to c3, b5, queen to d1, b4, and black has a compensation for a sacrificed pawn. Where is the knight going? To b1? Karjakin played knight to a4, placing the knight on the rim. Bishop to e4, queen to d4, queen to f5, f4. If f3, then bishop takes on f3, and after rook to f2, bishop to f6, with a complex position in which black has a good chance. Back to our game. After queen to f5, we have f4, queen to g6, bishop to f2. What happens if pawn takes knight? Is that a good move? Then queen takes on g3 is slightly unpleasant, because it is checkmate. So we have bishop to f2 defending the pawn on g3, knight to d3, h5, queen to f5, bishop to g4, let's take it back. If queen takes on c4, winning the pawn, the second pawn, one line goes like this. Rook from a to c8, queen to d4, bishop to f6, queen to e3, knight takes on f2, rook takes on f2, rook from f to e8. White is 2 pawns up, but black pieces are much better placed, and black is almost winning. Back to our game. Bishop to g4. With this move, Karjakin is trading the bishops. Queen takes on g4, queen takes on e4. Bishop to d6, queen to g2, rook from a to e8. Again, black pieces are better placed. Note how black knight is much better placed than white knight on a4. The game continued. Bishop to d4. Queen takes pawn on h5. Material is equal. Queen to f3. Offering to exchange queens now. Queen to g6. Black is threatening to take on f4. King to h1. Let's take it back. If something like rook from a to d1, the knight takes on f4. Back to our game. king to h1, placing the king on the open file. Rook to e4, bishop to f2. Black played a move and white resigned, and the move is rook from f to e8. White resigned. For the entertainment purpose, I will show you just one line. Queen to g2, queen to h5 check, queen to h2, queen to f3 check, queen to g2, queen to g4, rook from a to b1, defending the pawn on b2, rook to e2, pinning the bishop, king to g1, knight takes on f2, rook takes on f2, rook takes rook, queen takes rook, rook to e2, attacking the queen. And where is the queen going? If queen moves to a safe spot, then the queen takes pawn on g3 check, and after king to h1, rook to h2, check. Mate. Magnus Carlsen played this game like a machine. What do you think of this game? Thank you for watching, and bye for now.